this review. No way. No. You got me sick. Okay there? Hello, my needle drops. Anthony Fantano, the internet's sickest music nerd, here, about to talk about this album. The Fresh Onlys are a California garage rock outfit, and this is their third album, Play It Strange. The rough recording on their previous two LPs got them a lot of praise from lo-fi fanatics, but they really didn't seem all too happy with that label in some interviews that I've read. And maybe that's a monkey the band has finally got off its back, because this LP has really cleaned up the Fresh Onlys act. It's not Las Vegas, but the quality isn't unbearable. If there's anything really to note about this LP production-wise, it's got a very vintage aesthetic, sort of like it was recorded in the 60s or something like that. Just shimmering reverb on the vocals, lots of jangly guitars, kind of something like you may be familiar with if you dug the new Best Coast album pretty deep this year. The band is sticking to a cohesive sound this time around too, sort of taking the moody psych rock they played here and there on their previous LP and just exploring every nook and cranny of it for about 37 minutes. There seems to be a lot of country and western influence on this thing too. There is just a ton of twang in the guitars, and the band really makes sure to play it up on most of these tracks. Put that together with the dreary psych rock attitude and you have an end product that kind of sounds like the Doors trapped in a spaghetti western. And the album has some really great standout moments too, like the song Waterfall. You can download that track in the D-Box. That song has really immediate lyrics about the TV and the radio, just great guitar leads, and just this haunting clarity to the vocals that is really lacking on many of these other songs. Most of the vocals on this LP, and intentionally so, are really muddy and really smudgy and just kind of buried behind everything else. And you know what? Even though I'm not 100% a vocals guy, it kind of bugs me a little bit. I mean, when your band writes a song called Be My Hooker, I want to hear the words. Because the lyrics are buried, the songwriting gets kind of buried, and as a result the band just kind of relies on this psych rock country blend that they've put together to get them by through every minute of this album. And that kind of ends up just creating a lot of sameness for me. Now, it's not like a bad sound to be working with. I enjoy a lot of bands that sound similar to the Fresh Onlys, like Ganglions for one, or even Woods in a sense. But the deja vu on this thing doesn't go away even when the band is trying to fight it with an organ or an Egyptian melody, a guest singer, just some kind of sonic addition to break things up. It's kind of driving me nuts because I've at least listened to about half of this band's past releases, including both of their previous albums, and each time I just end up kind of finding one or two songs that I like, and the rest kind of just fall into the gray area for me. Even though I'm not digging it, I'm kind of feeling a strong 4 to a light 5 on this thing. I'm bringing it up because y'all may be interested in some dreary garage rock that may be best suited for listening around a campfire in the middle of the forest at midnight on Halloween. But that's kind of where I'm sitting on this album. And what did you guys think of it, if you listened to it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Have you heard the Fresh Only's previous albums? Why is it that they get blogged everywhere, but it doesn't seem like people are falling in love with them? I don't know. And this week is depressing so far. In fact, the past 4, 5 reviews have all been either negative or lukewarm. Plus I think I'm going insane. Fresh Onlys, Play It Strange, forever.